Alright guys, welcome to the video. This video is going to be a lot more interesting because we are going to talk about credit cards. Now, credit cards is something which is a major taboo with most of the people, mainly because they just don't know how to use it. They've only heard about the bad stories, they've only heard about the negative experiences of how, like, if you don't pay the credit card bills, you go into debt. But as long as you understand what you're paying for and you understand what you're buying and if it's really necessary, and you're buying only the stuff for which you have the money, then everything is going to be fine. So then credit cards is a very useful tool which is going to help you like save some kind of money on the side, and this is the exact same money which you can afterwards save on the side or invest in the stocks or in the index funds or whatsoever, whatever you like. Or even if you just want to like have some kind of extra cash on the side and just go somewhere, that is also completely possible. So I'm going to go through 3 different credit cards which I actually found out through my own personal experience. I've been using these cards at least like since 2 years. There are some kind of pros and cons I've figured out of all of these cards, and there are only very specific situations when I use them. So in this video I'm going to like tell you everything about it, and all of these cards are free, so you don't have to pay anything for application, and you also don't have to pay anything for the yearly charges, except for the Amazon card, because the Amazon card is only free when you are a Prime customer. Alright, so with that we are going to start the video. A super important note: most of the credit card companies, they're always changing the sign-up bonuses they're offering. So when you're going to their website, like just take a look and see what kind of sign-up bonus you're getting right now. But most of the times it is generally going to be decent. It is like generally always over 20 euros. Just so that you don't wonder that how it is different in this video and it's like different on the website. It can change anytime, so like just like make sure that you take a look previously. But for now, whatever information I'm sharing in this video, it is like pretty much up to date. And then you can also take a look at the price license for sightness, which is like pretty much a legal document which tells you every single thing in detail, how much the real costs are. So like also don't forget to take a look at them. Let's go to the first one, which is the Advancia mastercard. Here you are getting like 40 euro sign-up bonus, which is actually really nice because you just have to apply for this free credit card and you're getting a 40 euro sign-up bonus. The important thing is, because most of the times the credit cards are really important when you're going to travel somewhere, because MasterCard, Visa card and American Express, like I wouldn't even count American Express in that, MasterCard and Visa card are very widely accepted. This means if you're going to some other country and you have to pay there, like if you would have remembered in the previous story when I was talking about selecting the bank accounts in Germany, how we were not able to pay in a parking lot using a German bank account's debit card that they gave, because it was some kind of VPay, but we needed a Visa or MasterCard. So in those kind of scenarios, in general, it is better to have some kind of MasterCard or Visa card on the side. And also another interesting thing could be that if some of the credit card are actually giving you really like real-time forex exchange rates, you can save up a lot of money in like getting your currency exchanged. So just pay with the credit card and like, you know, everything is fine. So with that, Advancia mastercard, 40 euros sign-up bonus. You have no application fee whatsoever. You have like no yearly fee, absolutely zero. Then you have the forex fee of 0 euros, which is also like really fun, because in most of the other credit cards you see here in American Express and you see here in Amazon, you have to pay 2% and 1.75%. So for example, if you're paying 100 US dollars, you would actually be paying 102 US dollars. Here with Amex and here actually with Advancia, you wouldn't be paying anything extra, which is really nice, because if you are doing anything with other countries, so something in Denmark, something in US or United Kingdom, something with pounds, so whenever you're using some kind of different currency than euros, it makes sense to have a credit card which is giving you no forex charges, and Advancia pretty much does that for you. So this is the reason I use it, because like I'm also having the platform Teachable, on which I'm hosting my online course, the complete course for studying in Germany, and pretty much the entire big academy is standing there. So there I have to pay the monthly charges of around $100 to Teachable, and that I do with this Advancia credit card because I don't have to pay anything extra then. Also the same thing for my appointments. There I also have to pay around like $15 per month for that. So like that I'm generally also doing with my Advancia credit card, and I'm not paying anything extra. That is super important, because otherwise I wouldn't be first of all able to avail those services, because to get anything online, generally you need a credit card. So if I wouldn't have a credit card, if I would just have my German bank account's debit card, I wouldn't be able to take those services, and then afterwards I would be paying a lot more even if I would like request my bank somehow to like pay for those services, right? So this is super important. Like, this is the reason I also like really absolutely love the Advancia MasterCard. Before we jump towards the ATM withdrawal fees, because that is like super important and we are going to discuss that, let's go to the other ones. So with American Express, you're having a sign-up bonus of 20 euros, but till 26 February 2020, you're going to have a sign-up bonus of 40 euros. So I'm going to put the link for that in the description, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get the 40 euro sign-up bonus. With Amazon, you're having 10 euro sign-up bonus, which is like really nothing at all. When I signed up for it, it was around like 70 euros. So you already see the difference these credit card companies have when they're trying to like market one product or the other one. At my time, it was 70 euros. Right now it's 10 euros and it really varies heavily. The application fee for all of them is 0. So you don't have to pay anything at all to apply for them. Then afterwards, the yearly fee, you have 0 for Advancia, 0 for Amex, but you have generally 20 euros for the Amazon Visa credit card. And this fee is not applicable in the first year. So it doesn't matter if you're a Prime member or not. In the first year, it is going to be 0 euros. But then afterwards, in the next year, it is like 19.99 for the people who are not Prime members. And if you're a Prime member, it's 0 euros. Like in general, like I don't find it like such a nice deal. So like that's why you will see how we are going to like kind of recommend the credit cards in the end. Then the Forex fee, right? So like 0 euros with Advancia, nothing at all. And this is also the reason I kind of recommend this if you're using a lot of like US dollar kind of like purchases, or like Danish krona, Swiss franc, or whatsoever. Now, if you're going to Prague, or what do I know, to Turkey and so on. For American Express, it is going to cost 2% of whatever kind of amount you are paying. And then afterwards with Amazon Visa credit card, it's 1.75%. Now, here's the important thing with the ATM withdrawal fee, because the ATM withdrawal fee is, I think, the most painful fee you could come across. So like generally, whenever using a credit card, never use the credit card to take the money out of an ATM account, because then generally there are always going to be costs. With N26, you get up to 5 fee withdrawals every single month, but because the app is like so solid, most of the times you don't even have to like take out any money whatsoever. Like generally you're able to pay with most of the things with your MasterCard, so like it is really not a big problem then. So the ATM withdrawal fee for the Advancia credit card, it is 1.49% per month. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, and this is the reason like I take out the money like only in the worst possible scenarios, and that too actually I had to take out the money when I didn't have the N26. Now I can use the N26 credit card to take the money out without any kind of cost whatsoever. So like this is also then kind of saved for me. I don't need this feature anymore. Then afterwards with Amex, like again, like these two credit cards, I don't even think about in my worst nightmares about like taking the money out from the ATM shelters, because these are like absolutely horrible rates. And even if you really need money, just kind of avoid it and like see if you could like manage some other way. But like never use your American Express or Amazon to take the money out, because these are free cards, and when you have free cards, most of the times you generally always have some kind of fee somewhere else, even if it is like free for most of the things that you want to use it for. So if you would be using like your American Express like with some kind of like paid plan, like the gold or like platinum whatsoever, then of course like you would have better rates there. Now the bill payment. Now the bill payment is manual for the Advancia credit card. So like you have to like do the Überweisung, or you have to do the bank transfer when the bill comes, and I think you have around like 17 days to transfer the entire amount. So like it really depends, but they send you well in advance. So like they send you 2 weeks in advance, and I actually like this method because at least like I feel like I'm in control of like how much, not how much, but like that I'm sending the money out. Sometimes with other credit cards, so for example with Amazon, I had the problem that they tried to cut the money, but the money wasn't sufficient, so I had to pay like extra fine because the money wasn't sufficient at that time. But with Advancia, I never had to do it. So like I really love that feature. American Express also automatically cuts the money, which is also really nice. So for me, like this is not really a deal breaker for Advancia that I have to like transfer the money every single month manually. Now let's come to the rewards. With rewards, like with Advancia, this credit card, you're having like actually no rewards whatsoever. Like you have this free travel insurance and everything, but I really wouldn't rely on it because they have like these conditions that you have to pay for more than 50% of the trip with the Advancia mastercard so that you're actually able to get the free health insurance. But all of those things are nonsense. Like I wouldn't really rely on that at all. So the rewards, I would say for Advancia are none. But on the other hand, if you see like this column or like this row entirely, this forex fee, this is the entire reward for me for the Advancia credit card, that you never have to pay any kind of extra commission to these travel agents who change the currencies, or you don't have to like pay any kind of extra fee to your bank for changing whatever kind of currency you want to change, from euros to Danish krona to Czech something to Polish something. Oh boy, like there's so many like different kind of currencies. Because if you want to travel, if you like to travel, and I think you should travel because you're in Europe, you're in Germany, you can go to so many different countries without the requirement of any kind of visa. If you're traveling, it is important to not spend a lot of money because traveling can get expensive real quick. So this is the reason like I would really prefer this credit card. Then afterwards, if you talk about rewards, in rewards section, I think American Express Payback card, it is pretty much the best because you get at least 0.5% cash back, and this is real cash back. So not like you're having some kind of like a voucher or something. No, this is the money that you can get transferred to your bank account, and I've done it at multiple occasions and it is nice. So like whatever kind of like places you're using the card at, you get the 0.5% cash back at least. And whenever you're going to grocery shopping, so for example at Rewe, Penny, all of these other grocery shopping stores or supermarkets which are payback partners, there you are generally getting 1% discount. So like you get the 0.5% from the payback program, and then you get the 0.5% from the American Express. So then you essentially have 1%. But we have also gotten up to 10% cashback, and this is something that we use when we are like putting petrol in our car, or when we are actually going to get some kind of like cat supplies, so like the cat litter and the cat food and everything. So in many stores you will find up to 10% discount, and we have used it multiple times, which is nice, and you don't have to pay anything extra for that. Like all you are doing essentially is you're just using the American Express credit card to just pay for things, and then afterwards you're getting like real money back in your bank account, which is absolutely nice. Like this is the credit card I would also like really highly recommend, because there are a lot of places you could use it for, but again, only in Germany or only in the Eurozone. If you have to pay in any kind of other currency, I would absolutely not recommend the American Express credit card. It's horrible in that, like the free version, of course. If you're getting some kind of like these platinum and gold ones, these are different, but again, you're paying at least 144 euros per year for those credit cards. So like it really depends. But right now as a student, like these free credit cards are a great way to start to build up your credit score, the Schufa score, because you also need this Schufa score whenever you're like renting some kind of apartments and stuff, and even afterwards when you're applying for some kind of loans, if you want to buy your own house, if you want to build your house, or if you want to purchase a car and things like that. So credit cards are really nice. These credit cards help you build your credit score so that when you actually need some kind of loan, you can get it on better interest rates. So that is the entire story. But like for example with Amazon, of course, like you have up to like 3% cashback, but this is not cashback, this is voucher. So essentially you have to use the money again on Amazon. You don't have any way to take it out in your normal bank account. But if you're doing a lot of shopping on Amazon, then of course like it makes sense, but only as a Prime member. Otherwise, like you have to kind of, I think, spend around 2,300 euros or something every single year on Amazon to kind of like make this card worth its price. So I wouldn't do that. So if you're Amazon Prime member, because you are like getting a lot of things from Amazon, only then I would apply for this, because it is a free card. Then you don't have to pay any kind of yearly fee for that. All right. But to simplify everything, the first priority for beginners who want to like kind of see if they want to use a credit card or not and kind of like test the waters, I would highly recommend the Advancia. Like this is really the number one priority, because if you have to travel somewhere, And as students, you travel to Czech Republic, to Slovakia, to Hungary, to Denmark, other Scandinavian countries, Switzerland, Romania. Like, they're just all the countries where you don't have euros, right? So this is super important that you have some kind of credit card which keeps you covered there, so that you're not like, yeah, stuck like we were in the parking lot, right? So like, this is something that I can highly recommend. Has a nice sign-up bonus, like you get 40 euros as soon as you make the first purchase with your credit card, which is also really nice. So just free money. And then you can also like cancel the credit card if you are not using it after a while. That's not a problem at all. The American Express is going to be the second priority that I would tell you guys, because it is nice. It gives you some kind of cashback when you're doing like normal kind of like grocery shoppings, but it doesn't amount to a lot of money every single month. So like, of course, like in 2 to 3 months, you can have this money saved on the side and you can get it transferred to your bank account. But yeah, I mean, it's still 100 times better. Like, if you're ever going out and you're doing any kind of shopping in euros, I would like always use this card. Use this card for everything inside Germany. Use this card for everything outside Germany. I think that pretty much simplifies it. And credit cards you will need anyways whenever you're doing something online. So just build up your credit score as soon as you can and apply for these cards, at least in this order. That's also how I applied for it. The first one I applied was Advancia. The second one which I applied was Amazon, because at that time I had like 70 euros this bonus for signing up. So I did that, and then afterwards the third one I got this. But like now with the different kind of changes, Amazon Visa credit card isn't really that nice anymore, and especially if you're not ordering a lot on Amazon, it just doesn't make sense. So this is the entire story. All of the links and the details where you can read more about these things are going to be in the description, so that you can take a look and decide for yourself and see like what kind of credit cards you want to apply for. But like I said, Advancia is something that I would highly recommend. Then is going to be the American Express, and then if you're a Prime member and you really want to use Amazon Prime, then you have the Amazon Visa card, right? So I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, that's my credit card knowledge, credit cards in Germany, and maybe you find it helpful. Maybe it helps you build your credit score so that you can get some kind of nice interest rates when you're getting loan for buying your house or getting some kind of car whatsoever. Well, getting a loan for a car is not so nice, but yeah, let's talk about all of those things in some other kind of video. But for now, credit cards in Germany. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.